Hello, Lassen National Park. Out here taking a little hike and enjoying the fresh air and thinking some thoughts I'd share with you guys. You know, what you think about pain really does matter. For years, leaders had this development of just a developed thought process about leadership, where it's kind of the top-down management style, and got folks that the cream rises to the top kind of folks, and you see them as arriving, and they build organizations around this model of leadership, where you get to the top, everyone else is to perform their duties, your job is to manage them, and it really it's been found not to be a very effective, this hierarchy, this top-down leadership model. But a true leader is one who serves the people that are in their care. It's, for a lack of a more professional term, it's a pastoral role. And as you're pastoring people in your care, you develop a heart for them, and you are serving them to make sure that they're going to succeed. You provide them the resources, the training, and you get in there with them. But the things that you're teaching them, bring it right back around to the fact that you have to open up your heart, and you have to engage in leading, not just with what you know, but also with what's in your heart, with a piece of that unseen part of you, and that can cause pain. And so I'm speaking to leaders today about what you think about pain, as it really does matter. It really does matter. Servant leadership is a painful process. It's a process of walking with people through adversity, through difficulties, and helping them to grow, investing in them, promoting them, coaching them, advocating for them, fighting for them. Sometimes they stay, sometimes they leave. And then you do it all over again. And you do it over and over and over again. And your heart can get pretty trampled on if you're not aware of what's occurring in the pain. And the pain, if you don't understand the purpose of pain, it's going to change the way you lead. And then you'll fall into the traps that instead of managing resources and leading people, you start managing people as though they were resources. And it's easy to detach from them. And so my encouragement to the leaders today really has to do with the fact that your pain has a purpose. In the book of James, chapter 1, it says, "Consider it joy, brothers, when you are facing pain, when you get into issues that wreck you with pain." And he doesn't say just consider it joy and stops there, but he tells you a purpose of the pain. And part of the purpose of our pain, our growth, is that it produces in us an endurance, a stick-to-itness that otherwise we would never learn. If you didn't have to push through something, you would never know what it meant to push through something. And that stick-to-itness makes you a sticky kind of person. You develop sticky relationships. It's been long said that people don't quit jobs. They quit leaders. They quit managers. And these kind of individuals who consider it joy know that there's purpose in pain, that the pain is producing in them an endurance, a stick-to-itness, and it's bringing about a maturity. Now, if you think about maturity in the sense of having to wait for things, or delayed gratification, or not being able to have instantaneous, beck and call, you got to have it right now. Though you see a mom with her child, right? A nursing child. And you're thinking, that's the picture of this maturity where the mom it becomes second, so that the infant child can become the first, right? And they put that child first. They put the child's safety, the child's care. All of those things are, what a mature leader does, what a mature adult does. And so, as I'm thinking about that, there's pain in putting yourself aside. There's pain in putting someone else first. There's difficulty in having to always, push those things aside. And I want to encourage you today that there's purpose in your pain. What you think about your pain is extremely important. It matters. Because if you think that you're going through things that are meaningless, or you're just going through it, then that's going to reflect in how you're discipling your leaders. But if you go into that situation, that painful trial, whatever it is, conversation, discipline, whatever that issue is that you're dealing with people, it's going to cause you pain. If you go into that with this thought that I'm not just going to go through it, I believe that I will grow through this, that this is a process for you as a leader to grow. So the top-down management says you arrive. Servant leadership says you never stop growing. And once you adopt a I've arrived attitude, you've stopped growing. And then your pain has no purpose. And so I want you to just join with me in reflecting on that. What does it mean that our pain can have purpose? What does it mean that our pain can, can develop something of value in us? First Peter says that, this fiery trial, don't consider it odd that this fiery trial is on you, because it's going to produce something of great value in you. Gold and silver are tested in fire. Your character is forged in these kinds of issues. As a leader, your character is forged by these issues. And, they don't automatically bring it out. It reveals the character that's in you. But as you go through the trial, as you go through these processes, God is putting to you a new kind of spirit, a new kind of character, nature. And so the Apostle Paul says, take on the mind of Christ. Take on the same attitudes that Christ had. He said he had a joy that was set before him, that he could endure the obedience, the difficulty that God had presented him with in order to lead people, in order to be the ultimate servant leader. And so you, servant leader, God has called you to be Christ-like in your marketplace. And in so doing, you will bring forth a character building in the person you're leading, but also that person you're leading has been sent to you so that God could further develop you as a person, as a leader, as somebody who loves from their heart and not just from the words they say. And be that kind of bold leader today. Be that kind of servant leader. And thank you for joining in. Bye-bye.